Let's get building.
Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I am your host Johnny, and we are ready to finish up the Ferrari FXX. I don't know why they have to put like so many letters in the model of a car, but that's what they tend to do for some odd reason. So we've gotten through 3 bags. We have 3 more to do, and then we'll be done with this. The first 3 bags were kind of heavy. Lots of putting the stuff into it, as far as like all the mechanical stuff, like getting the thing turns and the engine in, because there were like 8 of these. No, there were 12 of these. 12 of the pistons, and getting the differential, and you had to make sure the differential was in there properly, or the transaxle. So so we are ready to continue on. So stop that one in 3, 2, 1. Continue on. We were exactly at 1 hour 37 minutes last time. Bag number 4 looks like it's a bit lighter. There are a lot of pins in it. That's all right. So yeah, how's everyone's week been so far? What did you have for dinner? I actually had chips that were from Burgatory last night. Just extra because couldn't finish everything food wise. So had chips, but I put cheese on them, like doing like nachos or whatever, and it was really good. So yeah, so that was dinner. So what did you have for dinner? And how's your week going? It's a short week for most people. It's still a lot of stickers, so put that over here. And we're going to put a sticker on pretty quick anyway, so we'll get to it. Got down with the sickness and I had leftover pizza. Getting down with the sickness, huh? There is a reason why that song exists, So go here, and doesn't matter, no. Alright, so putting on probably doors, or no, these things maybe. Alright, what number are we at? 32. That's number 1. So 32 is over here. This is a big one, big sticker. So I'm not going to use the sorting hat. Nuggets and waffle fry. Ooh, that sounds like a very interesting dinner. That's different. Nuggets and waffle fries. Impressive. All right. So got that on there. Looks good. So back end of it. That's good. That's good. Being especially, I mean, like right before Thanksgiving, that really stinks. So especially with like all the food and stuff, coming up. That's no fun to have to deal with. So. So, okay, so we're already putting it on here. And it goes on upside down. This is interesting. So to get to it, you have to lift this up, and there's 2 pins here, and that's where you put it on. Oh no, X-Wing fall down. That's right. So, and then we put this over, and we put that through. Where are we putting that through, though? Oh, it looks like this. Oh, I put it the wrong way. We gotta do this way because it becomes... So this thing, they don't normally have these blue long ones as push pins, but in this case they do. So that one is there as a push pin. So, all right, now we gotta do the other side. Just exactly what we did, except opposite. So, yeah. So good that you're on the back end of that. Sickness stinks, especially right before a holiday. What is everyone's holiday plans? Like, not everyone does the same thing. I know like my family, we celebrate Thanksgiving. Like, my wife and I will have our own Thursday, and then Saturday we'll be with my family and we'll have Thanksgiving. So the family Thanksgiving is later on weekend. There we go. Ooh, that looks good. Went on nicely. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you were sick during tubs, you would just be sad. You would just hate everything. Totally get it. So yeah, good that you did not have to worry about that. Okay, same thing. Got to lift up the hood to put this on here, and then this goes down, and then it goes into this hole here. And it feels like I have it backwards somehow. Oh, I do have it backwards. I did it the wrong way. Oops. Get off of there. Not you. I did have it backwards. It flips over, which is a little bit weird, like how they have it done. Like it's unusual how it's set up. So, boo boo, start over. Right, so it goes this way, and then it goes over top of itself. That's which is unusual even for Technic. So now we can fit it into the hole that's there. There we go. All right. So it's slowly shoring up the front here by doing this. That one pops in. Now we put this back up, and we have to put a push pin through this thing that's in the bottom. So this is why it's a 18 plus, because they do all kinds of weird things for this. Found some marinated turkey breast. Oh, nice. So there is a meat place, a butcher type thing, not too far from us. And for the last several years, we've gotten a smoked turkey breast. Oh, see, now this one's printed. That one's printed, which is nice. We've gotten smoked turkey breast from there, which is a little bit salty, but it's already cooked, so all you got to do is heat it up, which is nice. But we get like a big, just the breast, not the whole turkey. And then we've gotten the fix-ins. Like they make awesome stuffing. So we've gotten the stuffing from there. 22 and 21. So I got to put stickers on there, but that doesn't really show anything that is. Oops, that's the same way. That shows a sticker. There we go. So what is sticker 22? There's 19. Wait, that doesn't make sense. 20. Oh, those are just the piece. Those are the pieces. 22 and 21. Okay, I was thinking they were stickers, but they are not. So we put that on our little spiky, and that just kind of hangs out there like that. Looks pretty good. X-wing fuselage is in the way. The piranha plant took care of it. So yeah. So yeah, but this year we're still getting the stuffing, but we're getting a regular breast as opposed to a smoked breast. We're just getting regular. And the non-smoked is not pre-cooked, so we're gonna have to do it ourselves, which is fine. Breast is easier than a turkey. Okay, that came out pretty good. There we go. And a 4x. No, 5x. go. And this goes, this is interesting. So we're putting it on here on the side. And it goes in there, but it doesn't connect here onto anything. Oh, wait. I guess it clips onto that. Yeah, just, wait, no. That doesn't make sense. Oh, it goes underneath. So it goes underneath this. So it can move, which is weird. You'll be sleeping. You're going to sleep on, wait, what? Oh, Black Friday. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Thanksgiving. I was like, what? Why would you be sleeping? But that makes more sense. You think you'll be the first in line. There are going to be a lot of people, I think, going for that. Oh, different one. So, but yeah, I do believe I will be going for it as well. Just because, again, it is the first one. So yeah, the Enterprise is coming. Well, will be here. And yeah, I think I'll probably get it just to get it. Which is not usual for me. I tend to not do that, but it would be dumb for me not to, essentially. So and so now well, that's weird. Oh, I've got, okay. Technic can be so confusing sometimes. It doesn't even show you where the where this thing goes. This thing actually goes in here in the first one and goes this way, but you don't. It doesn't show you it doing that. It's kind of weird. And this one has it going the other way. So this goes here. Another one of these. You want the GW? Well, yeah, and I think for this, I think they probably, I mean, like, obviously you want to make sure, but I think they're going to have enough GWPs for it. And that's really the only reason I'm going to be wanting it, is because the GWP is actually good versus anything else that's been recent as far as GWPs, like the Death Star, awful GWP. Yeah. Where's the little thing? There it is. All right, black toilet paper goes on here. All right, put that there. All right, very tiny sticker here. Number 2. There's 3, there's 2. So this, we're definitely going to use the hat, the sorting hat. Which is hat? At the Death Star build, we were using a little black hat to put this on. My wife went and found a couple of them because we didn't bring them ourselves. We weren't thinking about it. But with 50 stickers, you kind of need something to apply them. Awful. 50 stickers on a $1,000 set. They're just ridiculous. So just ridiculous. And that goes there. That spins, which is kind of funny, but oh well. And this whole thing goes here, right beside. So it covers up this whole thing. Then we put this here, all right? So there and there. Doesn't go on to any, oh, that goes through. Oh, that's weird. So this part here, this little part, goes through here and sits inside where there's another hole right there. That's different. That does line up nicely though. And then this will get a pin through it. But we gotta do the other side first. All right. So. So next week, so this week we're obviously finishing this up. Next week, so last weekend we had a special because it was the Death Star. So last weekend we were doing the Death Star build, and then we did the AT-ATs, got them finished up, and it looks really cool. I haven't gotten pictures yet. Whenever I next go down, well, I got a few pictures, but when I go next go down, I will do like a video like I normally do of the whole setup and everything like that. So it looks really good as far as the whole setup is for Winter Trolley. And the AT-ATs, I posted a picture of the AT-ATs on this thing on Facebook called Lego Show Off. And it's a thing where, like, if you've done any kind of build, you can show it off. So, you know, pictures, video, whatever. And, you know, you post it in there and people can like it, comment, whatever. So in the first, so we set it up on Saturday. It has over 2,000 likes. Oh, you saw that? So it has over 2,000 likes on there, which is cool. And it's funny, a couple people have commented that, well, one person in particular commented and said, I was ruining Christmas because I had 5 of those AT-ATs, and that must be why they're out of stock. Just because there's 5 of them. Only 2 of them are mine. So only 2 of those AT-ATs are mine. And 2 of them are someone else's, and 1 is another person. So it's kind of funny how perception can be sometimes. But anyway, so there's 5 of them, and they're pulling the UCS land speeder that we worked on a couple weeks ago, or several weeks ago. And then Santa Vader is in it because we altered Vader to be Santa Vader, and he's in it. Hello, welcome to the stream, whoever that is. Thanks for tuning in, joining in. There's our other toilet paper, black toilet paper. So yeah, it's oh, I know. But no one has done what I've done. People were commenting that, like, other people had done different things, but no one has used the big Santa in anything. They've used, you know, like the one that I've seen is a gingerbread snow speeder that they mocked up, which looks really good. But they have the regular size Vader in it and stuff like that, and I don't know, I think mine looks better. I really do. But yeah, everyone to their own, you know. And nah, I think it looks cool. There we go. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, the other ones, it's hard to like you see the AT-ATs, of course. And on mine, because of, whoops, that went the wrong way. Because of the way I did it, I used the lighting that comes with the AT-ATs to string between the AT-ATs, both sideways and long ways, so they're all connected. And then I have 2 sets of them that go to Vader's hands, so that he's obviously doing the directing. So, oh wait, how's this go? Wait. That goes in there. And this whole thing goes on here. Right there? No, right there. So yeah, I think they turned out really cool. All right, same thing here. This has to go through. All these go on. There we go. And then we put these through to lock them in place. So otherwise this will sit there and go blah, 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 blah. There we go. Now it can't move. Now it's stuck in there. So all right, looking good. All right, 2 of these go in the back, so it looks like we're back to the back. Yeah, exactly. I think it is. I stood him before I did anything with him. I stood him beside those, and yeah, I think the the size is really good, and his head is a tiny bit big. But like if you took the big fig's head, you could put it inside the helmet, and it would be proper. So which way does this go? This way. Oh, I got to do one more. So right, yeah, exactly. But someone also commented, they're like, "Oh, that thing's huge," and it's like, well. Sorry. I think it looks good. Okay. Little back thing here. So. Yep. It's always what she said. So. Finish this up. Then I need to grab a quick little drink. So yeah, that turned out great. Now I was sort of in charge of the setup for Winter Village and everything, and I've never done that before, so it was a little bit weird. But it turned out all right. So there we go. A little toasty in here. My cat is down on the chair. Hi, Pixie. Hi. Pixie is awesome. All right. So we got 4 of these, but one of them gets a sticker on it, which is kind of interesting. So this one gets number 12, which is this one here. Oh, cool. That's like the plug-in. So I found this out. I didn't realize this. Ferrari, F1, all that stuff, most of the cars as of right now are hybrid, electric and gas. I didn't realize how much they were, though. They are extremely electric, like 80-20, which I find weird. Because when I was growing up, like IndyCar, NASCAR, all that stuff, it was like, oh, no such thing as electric. It was all gas. So go on the inside. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it would have been cool to be at the trolley. I don't know why they're not doing that, but maybe travel is a little bit prohibitive for some people. I don't know. That would have been neat. But it is not. It is online. This is the first time we're doing like an actual queue meeting online like this. So it'll be fine. I gotta flip it over. So this goes here and here. Also getting a new vehicle, which is cool. I have never had a new vehicle. Mine's always been the hand-me-down, so I'm actually getting my first new vehicle. It's going to be a Chevy Trax that a friend of ours that we've done cars with and built cars and that sort of thing with it for many years. He's finishing up for me, and that's going to be cool. I'm excited. My first new car ever. So, I mean, I've had cars that are new to me, but it's, you know, it's not the same. So, no, my wife has a Equinox, and I've loved it. It's been a great vehicle, well put together, and the Trax is just the slightly smaller version, a little bit sportier. And yeah, I'm reading up on it and everything because it's so similar. Like, just sitting in it, like, the cab is so much like the Equinox. It's like perfect. But this one's even a little bit newer. So yeah, I'm excited. It'll be a good vehicle. I can't wait. Everyone has their own, you know, and I've always been a Ford person and a Dodge person, typically, but I don't know, the Trax has, oh, there's 2 3s. Carbon fiber. The Trax has just impressed me. No, it's a 2019. So it's new to me. It's a newer vehicle. It only has 60,000 miles on it. So, not new. It's new to me, but it's still a new vehicle. To me, it's a new vehicle. So, don't ruin my fun. You're just jealous because it'll be newer than yours. Which means she's going to borrow it. Yes, yeah, it's definitely way newer than I've ever had, so. Alright, so this is still the back side. What are we doing here? So, we take this. Goes through there. Oh, I see. And then this curves around. So we're putting into another Technic piece. There we go. Slipped on, and then that goes around. That actually looks good. Like, see how that goes, and then it goes, and then it's lined up so it can be joined together. That's actually pretty good. Oh, another tiny sticker. I know, 2010 to a 2019. Yep. So yeah, it's gonna be quite the jump. So, hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. What did you have for dinner? If you've had dinner. We're working on the Ferrari FXX right now. Finishing up bag 4. Got to work on the new gen model. Oh, nice. Thanks for tuning in, stopping by. Finishing this up. So with a few other people in here, I would like to make a little bit of announcement. So, been doing streaming for a while, over 3 years, actually going on 4 years now. And I received a communique a few weeks ago asking if I wanted to join LumiBricks as a LumiBricks creator. And I said sure, and I had to say yes, I would like to do this, blah blah blah. Waited a little bit, and then they earlier this week, actually no, late last week, or no, over the weekend, something like that. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't that long ago. They got back to me and they said, all right, we would like to have you as a it's called the LCP, so it's the LumiBricks Creator Program. And so I'm going to be doing some LumiBricks stuff here in the future. Actually, next week we will be doing the LumiBricks set that they sent to me. Let me show you what that is, because I just got it today. So this is, I actually got 2 of these. I'm surprised because I was expecting 1, but this is the set that I'll be building. This is the Steampunk Motorcycle Pursuit. And you can see the person here. This is Alice apparently, and this is code V, code 5, and she's pursuing him, and I guess he's a bad guy. So I got 2 of these. This is a 3-in-1. I've never seen a 3-in-1 from LumiBricks. So I'm not sure how it's 3-in-1 because this looks kind of the same as this, just without the spiderweb stuff or whatever. So I'm not sure how much of a 3-in-1 it is, but we'll find out next week. So I am now a member of the LumiBricks Creator Program. So there will be some stuff that will be LumiBricks specific that I will be building. I'm still going to be building Lego. I'm still going to be building other things that I find. But yeah, this is, I'm excited to be a part of it. And I am, you know, I've not built a lot of LumiBricks yet. I have a couple other sets to do, like the Castle on the Hill or Castle on the Cliff, which looks really, really cool. And the Library at Alexandria that I got a while back. I just haven't had time to build. But the fact that they have lighting in their stuff and it's so well done and it's part of the build itself has always impressed me. And obviously the price is right because it is cheaper than the current bigwigs, you could say, and by half for the same pieces plus lighting. And the sets are designed for the lighting, so like it's pretty cool. So I'm excited. I'm not switching to like all LumiBricks. That's not how it works. There's no demands that I do something like that. It's just, you know, once a month is all I have to do. Now, I'm gonna do a little bit more than that, but once a month is fantastic of them to say, hey, you know, just promote a little bit, show us what you think of the sets and things like that. But yeah, so I am now a member of the LumiBricks Creator Program. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. All right, where do these go? These go in there, I think. Yep. Right there. So they sent, and it was funny, they sent those 2 sets got sent like on Saturday, and I got them already. It's Tuesday. So that's pretty awesome. Oh, still got to be underneath. Okay. 2 more of these. Little, they're not weather vanes, but wait a minute. Oh, it's going beside that one. How's it going to do? Oh, it goes right there. Oh, yeah, it does. That's interesting. Going in a different place than the other one, but makes it so it's like, oh, this is the exhaust. Well, they have the exhaust there, and then they've got like the airflow vanes and stuff. So here we go. All right, throw those over there. We are done with bag 4. We are on to bag number 5. Hi, kitty. I don't even know where I put bag 5. Oh, it's over here. Looking pretty cool. See? And here's the thing. Like I've been a Lego purist for the longest time. Back 20 years ago, stuff that was non-Lego was, you could easily call it fake Lego, because it was bad quality, and you know, it didn't hold up in any way. But nowadays you can't. It is just non-Lego. Lego is kind of like the OG it's the number one because it's the one that everyone's had to follow and copy. Now it's hard to tell the difference, and especially with LumiBricks, their stuff is insanely good because it has great structure. Like it is very good as far as the strength of the pieces go, joining them together. But not only that, you have the lights built into it as part of the set. You build it as part of the set. It's not an afterthought. Which, again, LEGO isn't doing that. That's not their thing, which is fine. But that makes it harder afterwards. Because, like, Light My Bricks does a whole bunch of LEGO, lighting. Which is fine. It's great that they do that. Someone needs to. But because you're doing it after the fact, it makes it very difficult because you have to take your set partially apart in a lot of ways. It's not easy to do necessarily. And yeah, so, and like when I did it with the Pac-Man set, I had the set done first, and then, oh, that's interesting. And then I got the light and sound kit, and I had to put it on. Now, it wasn't too difficult. Mega Block is different. They are non-LEGO, obviously, but I don't know. They've not. Everyone else is caught up. I don't think Mega Bloks has. Everyone else is doing better as far as like doing non-LEGO stuff. Mega Bloks has, I think, just stayed doing what they've always done, and to their detriment. They still have had Pokemon. Like, that's their bread and butter, or has been. But now LEGO is going to have Pokemon. So it's like, I don't think Mega Bloks is long to stay, I guess. Simply because they're being outclassed in every way by several others. The Mattel stuff is good. I did the one Mattel card not too long ago. It was great. Very well done. I would like to get another one, like one of the Corvettes, potentially. Or the Corvette. Costco has a deal where you get the Corvette and the blue, not the McLaren. The McLaren's the red one that I did. But you get the blue, can't remember what it is. It's not a BMW. But whatever the blue car is, you get it as a pack, and you get it for the same cost as the just the Corvette by itself, or even less than that. So, again, worth it. You gotta, this day and age, you gotta spend your money where it makes sense. So, and like the one fun hole set I've done, well, I've actually done two because I did the like in the summer I did the chili thing. They're online. I haven't seen them in a store. I've seen the Mattel in the store in Walmart, but LumiBricks is only online. LumiBricks.com, or it's still Funhole, funhole.com. Or if you wait, I'll give you my affiliate link, and then I can get a little commission. No, just go there and take a look. They have several themes. So steampunk is one of them. They have the cyberpunk, or cyberpunk, which is the kind of like the futuristic city stuff. That they do an amazing train that they just came out with. That is what they call an infinity portal in front of it. So when you light it up, it looks like the tunnel just goes forever. I do not play Asphalt 9. I have not played a racing game in forever. We need 21. 21 has the gas cap. Ding. So, no, I do not. I have not played any racing game in forever, aside from like Mario Kart in forever. Used to play racing games all the time. Ooh, that lined up pretty nice. Pretty close, so. And welcome, Doggy Bricks 66. Thank you for tuning in, JonnyBuildz. Are you a recent LumiBricks person as well? Just out of curiosity. I don't know everybody, obviously, and I'm trying to get to know people as things go. So make sure these are all facing the right way before I put this on. This goes here. Whoops. In the hole. Get in the hole. There we go. Okay, good. Thank you for tuning in. Oh yeah, it does go in that one. Good thing I checked afterwards. Yeah. All right, this goes here. There have been several people that joined at the same time I did. They're just getting their people. You never heard of LumiBricks? All right. Well, I appreciate you tuning in for my Lego build here. LumiBricks is what I was just talking about, and it is what I've been asked to do some content creation for, which I will be doing next week. And LumiBricks has lighting in their builds. Like, it's actually built in with lighting, and it looks really good. They are coming out with a new space series apparently too. They're working on that. It's like aliens in space and stuff. So I'm very, very curious about that. Let's see how that goes. Their Wild West stuff is fantastic. I would love to get one of their trains for the Wild West stuff. So I'll be looking at that potentially. Black Friday's coming up, so like there are deals, and I'll be looking at some of those. Because everybody has Black Friday deals nowadays, right? So it looks like this is going to be all the final structure stuff that we'll be doing for this, and then we'll finish out with like doing like the wheels. Oh, that needs bent down. There we go. And then we'll be doing the wheels and a couple other pieces at the end. But this is most of the last building stuff that we're doing here. Yeah, the Mattel Corvette it's great. Yeah, the Western train looks good. That one is a nice piece. The steampunk train looks actually kind of cool too, but the Western one still looks, their entire Western series I think looks great. The steampunk I think is pretty cool. Like I was talking about, the Infinity train. So what they have is they have an elevated train. And what they did is they have the train there, and it's like, okay, so here it is at the station, and then it goes to like, you know, a portal thing, like it's going to go through and go to the next thing. But it's like, how do you make it so it extends out, you know, like to make it look like it's long. So the Infinity Portal, when you light it up, it just looks like it goes on forever. They did a fantastic job with it to make it look like it's just going to keep on going. It's so cool looking. Oops. So yeah, I'll still be building Lego because I have plenty of Lego that I have to build. I mean, I'm doing the Battle of Endor, which is going to be all Lego stuff. But there are times when I'm probably going to use some LumiBricks lights because their stuff is designed, and some of the LumiBricks in there because, again, their bricks are designed to have the holes in them and stuff so that you can put the lighting in properly. And that's invaluable to have, so... The right way? Yes, it is. All right, let's put big giant sticker on. I did the first one really good. Let's see if I can do this one. All right. I did it from this side, and it seemed to work really well because I have a straight edge to look at. Nope, too low. Ah, worked out pretty good. Nice. So again, I've been a Lego purist for a long time. Seen the new Fast and Furious 8? Yes. The wait, which one? You mean the pink lady essentially? That one? Like the Barbie car type car, or trying to think what the other one is that I remember that was coming out. There we go. Oh no, this is going to be difficult. I hate when they do this. So we have these two things together. Now I got to put a little piece that goes through both of these gray holes here. My hands do not fit this stuff. Which one? because I know, they come out with so many, especially like that are speed champions and all that fun stuff. I just can't keep up with all that stuff. Alright, stick that there for a second. Oh, the DeLorean. Yes. I have not gotten it yet. I am definitely getting it. I have the big one, and I want that one because I think it'll be a cool addition. It is a nice version of it, and yeah, I definitely want that. For making a smaller version of it, it looks fantastic. The very first version they came out with is bad, but it was the first one they came out with. So, yeah, through the holes. There we go. Right. Okay, so this connects up. Oh, jeez. All right, so I can lift these up though, at least. Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say otherwise I'm not gonna be able to do this. Still might not be able to do it because it doesn't want to go. There we go. All right. Whew. Oh no. And then whoosh. All right. So lift it as high as I can. Now I got to put two things on the end here, on the end back in here. How much? Yes, it did. I agree, but it still was. Well, there goes that. It still was not the best. They could have done better, I think. And I say that a lot with Lego, but Lego has had many years to practice and to refine and stuff like that. So they good thing I have a spare. But yeah, this one looks really great. And I can't wait to get it and build it. I'll probably build it on stream in a couple weeks. Just depends. But I'll be busy building the Enterprise. I mean, next week I'm definitely building the Lumi brick set because I just got it. So it is a Speed Champs. Yeah, it is. All right, lift that up. Oh man. Okay, so we need this and this. But so next week will be the Lumi brick set, and then the Enterprise will be after that. So, I do build mocks, yes. I actually, I don't know if you've ever been to Brick Fair, Virginia, which is the former Chantilly. There we go. The former Chantilly convention they would have. In Virginia, but I took I had the Battle of Hoth there 2 times. Oh, you're near that area, okay. Yeah, they had Chantilly is actually bad because they're turning it into an IKEA now. So the convention center is going to be gone. It's already been sold, so it's already been approved for changing, demolition, whatever. But yeah, that's cool. Oh, wait. You're the guy that commented on me saying yins, right? Right? Oh, maybe not. Okay. So oh, that's right. You haven't heard of Lumi Bricks. That's right. There was a guy that is actually near Chantilly, and he was talking about the fact that there's actually two Virginia thingies, conventions. One was in March, and that was in Frederickstown, something like that. And then the other one is in Chantilly in August. So, but yeah, he was commenting that he was in the area, but I said yins, and he was like, "Oh, you're from Pittsburgh," because he recognized the yins because he had friends that are from this area. So, but yeah, right, you hadn't heard of Lumi Bricks yet. Yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, if you're the Fredericksburg or whatever it is. It's northeast of DC is whatever the Fredericks, whatever it is. And make sure that's the right angle. It is. Okay. And like I said, theirs is in March. And I haven't been to that one, but it's a little bit smaller, I guess. Fredericksburg is... Yes. Okay. Yeah. So it is Fredericksburg. And apparently, even though it's a little bit smaller, because it's a smaller venue and stuff, it's still a very well attended convention and everything. And maybe now we'll go to that one since we don't have Chantilly. But yeah, I don't know. But anyway, if you're near that area, that's really cool. But we were there this past year and the year before doing. I've had Hoth for the last 3 years, the Battle of Hoth with like the snow speeder going around in a circle. This past year we actually got interviewed by Beyond the Brick, which was cool. So there is an interview online of me with the Battle of Hoth, which is really cool. All right, let's see where this goes. It's going to go this way. Oh my word, this is confusing and complicated. Where are you going? Come back. What? Oh, I see. So this is like the thing that holds up the hood. That's what this is. So. Yeah, I have an Instagram page that's the same as this one, JonnyBuildz, and there somewhere I have a link to the. Actually, in my profile, in my links, I have a link to the Beyond the Brick interview, and yeah, it was fun. I'd never been interviewed by them before, so it was fun to talk about the build I've been working on for 3 years that now is going to the wayside because now we're working on the Battle of Endor, or I am right now. No one else is yet, but other people will probably work with doing it. Trying to get this. I got one in. There we go. Both. There we go. So that goes there. And this is the thing, like I said, that's the thing to hold it up, so. All right, we got 2 more fenders to put on, and it's gonna go between these 2 things, I believe. So. Does it go in there? Does it go on here? I don't know, everything's too, still too flexy, so. All right, that is 6 goes on this side. That's 6. Helps if I have it the right way. Oh, the Master. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. The Master Sword is awesome. The Volkswagen GTI, that's good. That's definitely one. Like they did. I'm kind of curious why Lego stopped. They did like the classic Lego bus, Volkswagen bus, and then they did the Beetle, but then they never did any others, and I was like, they missed an opportunity to do some of the additional Volkswagen things because they were banging them out, so it's kind of funny. Yeah, they are. I agree. Come on, go in. There we go. All right. First fender is on. Second fender goes. I mean, that makes sense. It does. So. Yep. Yeah, well, I'm anytime they're doing something like that, IP definitely plays a role. So that makes sense too. So let's get this on this one first because it still has to slide in. And we join it with this one. go. Doo-doo-doo. But I mean, like that's you know that goes without saying almost. IP always plays a role. All right, so this goes there. Yep. And this goes on the other side. There we go. More fendery things. It's funny how they build these how they build these out because they just look goofy. It just looks like how is that supposed to connect to anything? But it does. And where does it go to make it look like it, you know, it's supposed to? But Technic is its own beast. And this is a push pin here, but it goes all the way through, so we're not actually using it as a push pin. Goes down here. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? That's the wrong one. This one. It goes on top. So what is okay? So what types of sets do you typically build there, Doggy Bricks? Like what is your go-to? Like whether it's like for me, one of classic space and castles I love, but like I like Star Wars has obviously been around for the last 20 years or 25 years, and they're what kind of got me back into Lego. But I'm still a fan of the classic space stuff and things. More toilet paper. Modular buildings. Oh, okay. Which one? That's cool. Which one? Goes that way. And then this comes along and says hello. It goes in there. So we got another fender we're putting on. That kind of like wiggles around. All right, so I'm gonna put a fender on. So this goes where? So this goes into what? This is weird. So this goes onto there. This goes onto. Oh, it does work. Okay, I thought it was goofy looking, but it does. I mean, obviously they designed this, so. That is very unique, but it does work. Look at that. So they put the fender, they have this surrounded. That's really cool. They did a fantastic job with that. Which, see, we're putting Technic together like this, and it's looking fantastic. It bothers me that like they can do this, and then like for something like the top of the Enterprise, they make it look like, well, poo. I think the saucer section looks awful. And I think they could have done a lot better. I think the bottom half looks great. But the shuttle, of all things, the GWP for it looks fantastic. It looks like it should. Yeah, so I don't know. Lego does some weird stuff, I think. And they deserve to be judged. They've been doing it for the longest, and they're supposed to be the experts. So it does, absolutely. The saucer, the GWP looks the best out of everything. And again, the bottom half looks pretty good, but like that top saucer just looks bleh. Looks awful. Just how it is. Like, just like, so let me give you, so we built the Death Star over last weekend, not this past weekend, but last weekend, at our Ultimate Brick Show event. And, you know, we built it from scratch. We did it in 13 hours and 7 seconds. And I've been, since it came out, I've had negative things to say about it, like the whole time. And people have asked me now that I've built it, has my opinion changed? And I can unequivocally say no. It is still the build was fine, like doing it as because it's building Lego. It's fun. The structure of the Death Star is awful. How many people worked on this model? I don't know. So, hey Dusty, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We're finishing up bag 5. We got bag 6, and then we're done. So, this is a cool build. I'm liking this. I've always liked Technic sets, but they're getting better the way they're designed. So. Good to see you. But the Death Star is horribly weak. The way it's built is absolutely horribly weak. Like, there are parts of it. So this is my Death Star that I got. Let me show you. There it is. And that's where it will stay for the longest time. It has handles underneath, like it's got panels that you can pull up to lift it. But I don't want to. Like, just moving this thing, it fell apart twice. Like, and you can see the hot tub stormtrooper up here. He's like chilling up there. It's like there's only like this whole side here, right here. This whole bit is one thing of one width of studs. That's it. That whole entire side over there. The whole back over here, same thing. Is one thing. These things are not held on very well. There's like, don't forget the goat. He's up here. He's up chilling on the in the conference room. Can I pull this out? No, that one's in there. I can pull Vader's chamber out. But like, it is horribly built. The structure is bad. The only thing that's good with it is this bottom half. So this bottom half right here is very sturdy and everything. The rest of it is it's junk. It really is. So I am not a fan of it. Someone asked, do I feel any different? No. It is bad. It is not very well built. It is not a UCS set. I don't think it's a UCS set in any way. So it is a bad set. The goat is the best thing put on that set. See, my wife would disagree with you. She would say the hot tub stormtrooper is the best, but you know, you guys can fight over that. Well, that's interesting. It says I have another one of these things, and I do not. Did I put the wrong thing on a different part? That's the back flap there for that. Money grab. Oh, it is. It absolutely is a money grab. Absolutely it is. So I put those things correct. Those go there. And in the front, that's to say, ooh, wait, maybe not. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Those are different. Boo, boo, boo. I thought they were the same. Oops. Shh. No one saw that. But it still looks all right. Let me see if I can take these off, and because it's only connected by 2 things. Oh yeah, that'll be easy. And then this just comes off. Fail, start over, yep. I would definitely check out your GTI. Definitely. So and thanks for stopping by, tuning in. Really appreciate it. And next week, like I said, come check out the LumiBricks build, because like you said, you've never heard of them before. Come check it out. And see what it's about, and how they design their stuff compared to the the OG. Oops, get in there. Is that where it goes? I gotta make sure it's right. You go there. There we go. Okay, that looks better. So it's got more aerodynamic there. So gotta do this side. Come off! Nope, not the whole thing. Just you. I was like, why am I missing one of these? Well, two of them really, and now I know. You didn't see that. Nobody saw that. At least we have fun here, right? Right. All right. There's a reason why you put this on a certain way. It just goes on easier. So the blue one goes in there. See, here's the thing though, like, you say shame. Build taken in comparison to a similar, okay, so they actually end up being about the same length, simply because so let's put it into comparison, and I'll be comparing this one. This one's 424 pieces. This is the one I'll be building next week. That LumiBricks sent me. Oh, you didn't get to hear. I am a LumiBricks content creator. Creator. I'm part of the creator program, so I'm in the LCP, and they sent me that. They sent me two of them actually. So that's almost 500 pieces. So we will compare that to the AT-ATs that we built. The only difference is, being that LumiBricks has the lights built in, that takes time to string them, put them where they're supposed to be, that sort of thing. So they end up being about the same amount of time, really. At least I think so. But I've only really built, well, I guess 2 sets from LumiBricks. I built the hot dog stand, but the first one I did was the medieval Pier Inn. And that one, the medieval Pier Inn, I'm going to bring up and take some pictures and stuff, because it is pretty cool. Really well built, neat design. But I got a couple others that I'm a LumiBricks shill. I'm not a shill. Here's the funny thing. So like, all they ask is that once a month I post something and tag LumiBricks with that post. That's it. They're not asking for anything beyond that. So it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's all they want. Just a little bit of, I'm trying to figure out how this goes on. Goes in there and in there, okay. But yeah, that's all they're asking for, which is really cool. I mean, like, it's not a huge commitment. They sent those couple free sets. I was only expecting 1, but they sent 2 for some reason. So yeah, I'm excited to do some, because I have the one I'm really excited about doing. The one I'm really excited to do is the Castle on the Cliff, because that's in the medieval. I think it's in the medieval section on LumiBricks' site. That's a really cool looking set. And it's all lit up and everything with the water coming down the cliff and everything, and like I'm excited to do that one. So that will be another time. But next week we are going to definitely do this, the cyberpunk, or no, not cyberpunk, the steampunk motorcycle pursuit. That's what that is. So yeah, not so much a shill. They actually asked me, and so I applied after they asked, and then just recently they're like, hey, we'd like you to do this. I'm like, okay. So they've asked several people about it, and so about it this recently. So there's a number of people that are new to the program that have just joined, which is cool. Again, so go in the hole. There we go. So I found this out. I did not realize this. Technic pieces. So these black Technic pins have little bumps on them on the inside of the things here, of the pin itself, that make it so they do not spin very well. They're also much tighter. They hold on to things much more. And yep, there's our little jack thing. I guess it's supposed to hold on to it here. There we go. So yeah, it's a friction pin. So, and I didn't realize that. So the ones that are gray don't have that, and so they can spin freely. So it changes what you use them for, and I didn't realize that, but now I know. And knowing is half the battle. So I'll be able to use the stuff that I need to, when I need to, more readily. I just didn't realize there was a difference. Should have known, but did not realize. No, it does not matter where I tag them. I can use Instagram, I can use YouTube, I can use Twitter, Twitter, but I don't use that much. I can do TikTok. It doesn't matter. Well, that's what I'm saying. Wait, they have black non-friction? That doesn't make any sense. You would think they would color coordinate and leave it, black ones are the ones that you're always going for that are friction. But yeah, it doesn't matter where I do, and I don't have to do videos. I can just do a slideshow, a bunch of pictures or something. So yeah, they're very flexible. They just want to say, hey, do this hashtag. So if you have my Instagram, you'll see it within the next couple days. But yeah, all they ask is that, like, you post a thing once a month somewhere. A lot of people have TikTok, which doesn't surprise me, but I was surprised at how many people actually are using TikTok, like to do this kind of stuff. But I guess TikTok does its own thing, and it's maybe it's easier to get monetized on something like that or whatever. I don't know. I'm not switching platforms, but I am going to add to my platforms. I got to look at some stuff, make it so I can stream to, like, I want to stream to Instagram at the same time I'm doing this. I know other people do it, but I got to adjust some things in order to do that. So, but yeah, they made it very simple, and that's one reason why I said, yeah, I'll do it. It's because they made it very easy. Oh, I didn't realize that. So that's interesting. Yeah, you would think that they would pick a color that, like, they either hadn't used before and keep it the same, but yeah, whatever. Okay, this got to go on with the hat. No, I had it. No, I had it. It's gripping the hat too much. There we go. Ah, that's beauty. Look at that. So beautiful. Remove almost all of the non-Lego collection. I like to do. I can't see me being sold on the other end with lights included. Back in the day, I would have agreed with you. Here's the difference. Lumibricks and the Mattel, the brick, that stuff, Brickcraft even, is very good. Like the Lumibricks especially is very why can I not think of it? When you click it together and it stays together very well. It's really well done. And because of that, everything else works. I mean, like, they even have it so, like, if you have more than one level, as far as, like, a build goes, like with their city builds and stuff, like, you can actually take the builds apart, and they have, like, plates that will meet up so that you can have the electricity for the lights go through. You don't have to string wire all the way up through. You can just, like, bing, bing, on top. Very, very ingenious stuff. Because of that, I'm a fan. We'll see how it's a smaller set, so we'll see how the motorcycle looks, because I haven't done any of the steampunk stuff yet. But the one big set that I did, which is the Medieval Pier Inn, fantastic. It's a really cool set. It goes in through there. Does it? Yeah. Okay. It's weird looking. That's a funny looking thing. And I get that. I get people. I mean, like, Vab is a purist. Totally get it. I used to be. That's the thing. And I was like, I got the Medieval Pier Inn at auction, so I got it for cheap. And I'm like, let's just see how it is, you know. And even there, from a couple years ago, it was great in the fact that it had lights included with it, built into it properly. Unlike the Light My Bricks stuff, it sold me on, like, hey, this is pretty good. It's good quality stuff. The nice thing too about like Lumibricks does like their own IP stuff. Obviously, they don't have anything like Pokemon, Star Wars, anything like that, which is fine. You know, that costs money, and this is, you know, they are able to do what they want, how they want, which is cool. But so the sets themselves. Oh, I found that piece that I dropped, which I don't need anymore, but it's sitting under my foot. Just lacks the poly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they are generic. You're right. Lumibricks is they're still getting going. Like, there's no, I mean, they haven't done it, but see, that's why they're getting people like me and other people to do this stuff, is they're working on the content creation stuff and getting more and more people to do it. Wouldn't surprise me if in a couple years they have a convention of some kind. They do their own thing. Who knows? We'll find out in the future. Who knows? The thing is, though, like, because Lego was always the best and biggest player for the longest time, the conventions are always Lego. But they're really not sponsored by Lego. Lego likes to piggyback on top of stuff. But, so, yeah. Let me explain something. So we just had Tubs. It's called the Ultimate Brick Show. Notice it's called the Ultimate Brick Show. It doesn't say anything about Lego in it. Now, we had Lego Masters there. We had Lego Builds there. And, you know, we were selling, you know, people were selling Lego bricks. But the reason is because, you know, that's what the majority of what most people have is Lego. Because, you know, it's the other stuff just isn't out there yet. It's not, you know, gone through, and people haven't gotten started with it enough. Now, some of the sellers had some non-Lego stuff there. They had, like, some of the nano bricks and things like that. because they're sellers. They can sell what they want, you know. But here's the thing. Lego, I don't know if any of the people with cities or anything had non-Lego. I would assume some of them did, but I don't know for sure. But beside the point, so Lego wants us to do more conventions, and this is the first time we did our own. And like they're all like, hey, you guys, you know, you need to do more of this stuff. However, Lego does not want to support us in doing it, which is kind of ridiculous. They want us to spend money and, you know, support them, but they've pulled back support and aren't even providing a lot of things like sets and things to the lug like they used to. Okay, yeah, so there were a couple that were showing alternative stuff. So But Lego is not supporting those people that they're demanding essentially do more, and they're not even providing help or support to do those things. That's kind of poopy. Of a company to do that is saying, hey, advertise our stuff. So I'm of the mind of like it's maybe. I'm of the mind to say, you know, it's not a Lego, you know, brick show, or it's not a Lego convention. It's, you know, it's called the Ultimate Brick Show. It's a brick convention. Take whatever you want. Doesn't have to be Lego. Now, they do, but even that's getting a little iffy. We found out they're not doing any projects. Well, as far as we know, there's no real project support right now. And like I said, they've pulled back on everything else. And the lug bulk stuff, which we can't talk about right now, that stuff is kind of hooey, gooey, goofy right now. So yeah, it's kind of up in the air a little bit, which again is a benefit, but we're still spending money in order to we're just getting a little bit of a discount. So like, yeah, Lego is pulling back support for us, but demanding that we do more. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. All right, so this is 15. Doesn't matter which one. So that's, I mean, like, and again, I'm not like a huge proponent of any of them. I mean, like, there's certain sets that I like for Lego. There's certain sets of Lumi bricks that I like. There's the Mattel stuff. I built the McLaren, and I was like, that is a great set. Really well done. And then I built a couple of Brickcraft sets, and they were pretty decent. Like the Moon Man guy was pretty cool. The way Lego is treating us as a group, it makes me less and less want to support them fully, because they don't give us any support whatsoever. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah. See, and that's perfectly. And see, and that's the thing. Lego used to be the only player that was worth anything. They're just not anymore. That's weird. So the whole thing kind of bends up in the air, if I did that right. Yep, looks like I did. All right. Now I gotta put that together. And I don't have a problem now when it comes to the lug, because again, we are a Lego user group. I build and show for that specific purpose. It's Lego stuff, but that doesn't mean that everything I do is Lego. Obviously not. So. Good Lord, this is complicated. With Technic, it always is, but man, so we're doing the doors here, and it's just so much connecting and things going in weird places and blah 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 blah. So Exactly. And that's the thing. Any more these days, I mean, you purchase what you think looks good, and what you like. Yep, I agree. Okay, this goes on there. Snap. Now we put the door on. Now what goes where? This is confusing. Okay, so... Oh, I see. Okay. So we have a little ball hickey thing here that the bottom of this goes on to. And the door only sits on there by one. This is weird. But hey, if it works, it works. Okay. Oh, you can't open the door? What? That's dumb. Like, I mean, you're supposed to be able to open the door. You would think. Yeah, that whole thing just sits there and like, it's got a bendy part in here and everything, but like it just, at the door. It should, but there's no, oh, it's gullwing. Sorry, my bad. There you go. That's how you, that's bad. That doesn't work very well. I mean, it does, but then it goes, eh. Yeah, no, we're not dose-hazarding it here, so. That totally makes sense. Whenever there's not the thing near you to do, then yeah, that makes perfect sense. So yeah, window in a magical leap. No, it's a gullwing door. So, but it's really badly done. Like there's no way a person could get in there. It doesn't move enough. So that's kind of not a fan. Not a fan of that at all. So yeah, and you could squeeze in there. Yeah, well, I cannot. I've lost weight over the last 5 months, but I could not fit in that. So I'm not that small. So yeah, because, and see, the other thing too is like, and I even mentioned this about the Death Star, like how wrong it is, because Lego has had years, and they've been doing Star Wars for 25 years. They've had years of practice. They know how to do a curve properly, which is another reason why I'm not happy with the saucer for the Enterprise, because they've had 25 years of perfecting that stuff. They know how to do it. And just like with the Death Slice, they could have done so much, but they could have done a combination of things in order to make it be worth $1,000. It's just not. And maybe, I mean, like obviously with piece count and stuff, I think maybe it should have been worth like what the AT-AT and the Falcon is, $850. I can see that with that many figures and stuff. It is not well built. It is not a UCS set, because it just, even though it's big, it just doesn't have the epicness that the other things do. Like again, the AT-AT, the even smaller sets are better, I think, overall than that. So again, Lego has had the most time, they've had the most experience, blah blah blah, and so I hold them to a higher standard. And if they don't meet that, as far as I can tell, I'm gonna hold them accountable for that sort of thing, because they should be. They've been the gold standard forever, and I think their quality, their lack of quality, is starting to show in a lot of ways. Yeah, so that's my opinion. Take it or leave it, but I know a lot of people that say similar things. And Lego gets ridiculed a lot for like their pricing for a lot of things now. Yes, everything has gone up in price, but they have done it to a point. They're still making a ton of money. Like they are not holding back as far as like profits and stuff. They proved that last year. And like they make plenty of money, so they could reduce the cost of sets easily, and make it so it's more, more affordable. But they don't. So yes, exactly. It was this way. That was that way for me this year. Was there has only been a couple sets that I was like, ooh, yeah, I definitely want that. How many? They priced me out. So like normally I get the. I've talked about this before. Normally I get the. Need my hat. The UCS, the first set, the one that's for the May the 4th. And I didn't get it this year because they priced me out of it. Normally it's like it was between 180 to 240 bucks. Even though it was more pieces, the Jango Fett Slave 1, or well, they called it Jango Fett Starship, but the Slave 1 was 300 bucks. I couldn't buy it. I didn't want it. It was too expensive. So even if it was more pieces, yeah, it makes it better. That's fine. I can't buy that. Sorry. So yeah, and again, the fact that there are other players that are good out there makes me want to spend my money where I get the value. That and to me, that's the most. And as a kid, it's a little bit different, but as an adult, it's the value that matters a great deal. And here, so my wife got the Goonies set. And the funny thing about the Goonies set is it is designed how probably most people thought the Death Star was going to be. Because you have the backside of it where you have like the dioramas and stuff. But you can also turn it around and you see the ship. That's what people were thinking the Death Star was going to be. Like half of a sphere, which you could have shrunk it a bit and done like the paneling and stuff on the back, like the Death Star 2 that I have behind me. And then had dioramas and stuff. The thing that really ticks me off about the whole set, though, is they did the dioramas before already. A lot of them. And I didn't realize how many. But like the meditation chamber, they had done before. They did the throne room. They did the what else? The trash compactor, obviously. They did the whole swinging. I know I'm not showing it, but they did the whole swinging across the chasm thing already. They did all those things previously as dioramas, and then they just made smaller versions of them for this. And it's just like, that just horrible. Like, you could have like made the set smaller, but made it so like, hey, go buy the dioramas and put them into the set. That would have been better. Yes, the Goonies one. Yeah, the Goonies set. So if you look at it, you look at one side, it's the ship. Like, you can see the whole ship and everything. You flip it around, you have all the different things, all the different diorama parts with like some of the traps that they do and like different things and stuff within it. We haven't built it yet. Well, she hasn't built it yet. But like, that's the way the Goonies ship is set up. And did you do a trademark? Oh, you said goodies. But yeah, that's the way. That's the way. I like it. That's the way it should have been done. I think a lot more people. Yeah, and that'll be something I'm sure she will have at like a show or something, because it is kind of a cool set. I'm not a fan of the Goonies because, well, I've only a guest build coming up. She probably, I don't know, she might do that. I mean, she was building the Death Star for a couple things. She might do a guest build thing, maybe. Who knows? I'll have to ask her. I don't know. What do you think, Ring'em? Do you want to do a guest build sometime? You wouldn't have to show your face, just your hands, building the thing. We'll see what she says. I know she can hear me. Well, I like the movie, but I'm not a fan. Like, I wouldn't go get the set. You know what I mean? Like, it's, it's not it's still not a me thing. I mean, obviously it was 80s cheese, which was fine. But like, yeah, it's not my movie. I didn't remember any of it until we watched it again. because I'd only seen it once before. Guest build, guest build. Ah ha ha ha. See, everyone wants a guest build. The truffle shuffle. I don't even know what the truffle shuffle is. That just seems foreign to me. That's like the whole 6-7 thing. Do it, do it, do it. One of us, one of. Barely fits there. So funny. All right. This. Ah, come back. I mean, again, you know, do a guest build. You know, build the Goonies set. I'll build something else or whatever. I don't know. Again, you wouldn't have to show your face. You just do the needful. I love telling people that. People be like, "What the heck is do the needful? Why do people say such a thing?" Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't matter if you're a slow builder. I mean, who cares? I mean, you just build for, you know, you do a couple bags and, you know, that's it. And then, you know, in a couple weeks we'll do more. You know what I mean? Oh, that's the truffle shot. I have no idea. That's just weird. Okay. Go in the hole. All right, second gold wing door is on. All right, we gotta put. Oh, we got. Of course, we need to put on. So yeah, they both do go up, but yeah, there's no room except for apparently you are. So yeah, and my speed building like is natural. Like it's not like I'm like this. I'm building quickly just because I build quick. It has nothing to do with like anything beyond that. So this is true. Vab is extremely slow. That is very true. I mean, speed doesn't matter. You just build till you're, you know, till you're done. Or, you know, however much you want to build at that time. Which one does that go into? Oh, it goes in there. Okay. Very monotone, yeah. Get a minecart move. Oh, that would be cool. I want to see that whenever you get it. Okay, first rear view mirror. Man, they gave me a lot of pieces for these rear view mirrors. I mean, like, there's a lot of pieces. Ah, made it fall over. Poor side mirror. Yeah, mine. So okay, so you mentioned that the mine coaster or whatever. Like, what that reminds me of is the whole Donkey Kong ride thing, and like from Donkey Kong Country. That would be cool. If you get something like that done, that would be really neat. You know, that would be cool. You can do it, Dusty. You can do it. And yeah, same thing. Yeah, same idea. Indiana Jones. I'm just thinking like they've done Indiana Jones twice as far as that. Well, no, yeah, I guess they've done that twice, kind of. But Donkey Kong Country would be kind of cool because it has like all the jumps in it and stuff like that. Like do it like they've done the ride at a Universal Adventure, which would be cool. Did I put those on the right way? No, I did not. Flip them. Going too fast. See, sometimes being a fast builder is bad. Where do sheep go on vacation? I can ask it because I answered it. So, where do sheep go on vacation? There can be a couple answers for this, but there is one specific answer, supposedly. All right, we got that done. Let's put our that locks in. Now we just got tires to do, and then we are done. The ride, the Donkey Kong Country ride, I haven't ridden yet, but the ride is really cool looking. Well, that's the smaller one. So there's different size tires here. So Lego group. Does it matter? Nope. I was just looking to see if there was a difference in the tires themselves. To your grill and they never return. No. See, that's the thing. You just play around with it until you get it. And you will get it. That's the thing. It'll just take you however long it takes you. So that's okay. Keep at it. And so Dusty, whenever you do your streams, do a build stream. Like a mock stream, where you're like, hey, let's brainstorm some ideas. And get some people in there to be like, hey, why not try this or do it this way or experiment with this. There we go. And last tire. Done. Oops. Pause. 3/18/08. It does look pretty cool. They did a good job, I think, overall. So it does. The tires do go back and forth by turning this. Obviously, the funny gull wing doors only go so high. You have to crawl in over there, but the motion is there. This, I think, is actually my favorite part, is the fact that this whole thing lifts up and has a little brace so you can hold it up there. And then you can actually see the engine, because you can't see it through. There's no window or anything, which is the way Ferrari would do it. They would have a window so you could actually see the little thing. You can see a couple pistons on the side here, but Ferrari would have made it so you could see the whole thing. And of course the hood. Oh no, this is clipped down now. It doesn't. I guess that part goes up, but there's nothing there. That's a boot. So yeah, all done. And it's so low, it does, parts of the Technic actually scrape a little bit on, just because of the weight of it pushing down. You can actually hear it. It actually does scrape just a little bit because it gets pushed down, because of how low it is. So, but yeah, not bad. It's a neat little build. So this is what it is. That's the Ferrari that you see on top. That's the actual Ferrari. And then down below is, the Technic version. So it looks pretty good. With all the curves and everything, I mean, they definitely worked hard to make it, make it work with Technic, and they did a good job. And that is one thing. I've always loved Technic. Even as a kid, my favorites was the model team that was big semi trucks and stuff that they did, but they were done like models. And yeah, so pretty cool stuff. Not bad. I would display it because it looks cool, with the pretend gull wing doors up. There's just, you can't Do they flip out? No, that's it. That's what they do. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not, I don't like the doors. I don't. I think they could have done that differently. So yeah. Looks pretty good overall. That needs to go up, I think. So, yeah, not bad. Not a bad little set. So next week, like I said, we are going to be doing my it'll be my December thing for Lumi Bricks, but it will be the set that they sent me, the Steampunk Motorcycle Pursuit. So we'll see how it goes. The last set that I did was when they were branded as Funhole. They still say FO on their sets, which is kind of funny. But maybe it's because like they've just done the name change and they've had these things in development for a while. But anyway, we'll see. Since the Medieval Pier Inn I did was like from 3 years ago. They don't do it anymore. It's a retired set. And that one was fun. I'm going to get it out and do some pictures of it as well because the lighting looks really cool, especially for the water. We'll see how this compares and go from there. So until next time, as always, may the brick be with you and keep on building and blessing. We'll see you next time.